With my obsession of collecting old original LEGO themes, I don't get around to the new Ninjago all too often, but I did pick up this LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Imperium Dragon Hunter Hound, which has 198 pieces and retails for $20. So we're going to review that today. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy, and let's get into it. The set comes with the Hunter Hound and 3 minifigures, which are Lloyd, Jay, and the Imperium Claw General. The first is Lloyd, who wields 2 golden standard swords. These swords can be placed on his back with the lower part of his ninja outfit, and then the top part is separate, which you can take off. He has some printing on his torso and legs, which isn't exclusive to him and appears on all the different ninja, like Jay in this set, but in the different colors that they have. His mask has green eyes and some details feathering off on either side, and then his alternate face has him with a slightly stern and serious look. One problem I do have is that these are kind of hard to remove, but you can get them off without too much hassle. And then on the back, you have this dragon symbol with some vines or greens or some type of plant shooting out of it, which looks cool for Lloyd's character. Next, we have Jay, who also has 2 golden swords as his weapons. And of course, like I said earlier, the torso and leg printing is exactly the same. He has the same cowl molds as well for his ninja suit. And then his face has some yellow eyes with electricity instead of the stuff that Lloyd had. And then his alternate face has a angry look with a bit of his teeth exposed. He also has that same symbol here that you saw on Lloyd earlier. Finally, we have the Imperium Claw General, which is awesome. The color scheme of black, gold, orange, and dark gray is amazing. There is some cool weapon design here too, with this sword that can be taken off if you want, but is connected to this staff, which is on the rest of the minifigure. He has some cool shoulder armor, which has a stud placed on the back, which doesn't have anything to put on it. And then this helmet on the top, which has huge Triceratops vibes, which makes me love it even more. It has the standard samurai look, but tilted upwards, and then 2 horns at the front, as well as the notion of teeth on the bottom lip. And then his face is also really cool, with 4 different eyes, and kind of a lizard or dinosaur-like look, in my opinion. It has 2 different colors of gold with the standard Lego gold and the printed gold, and it looks really great. There's also printing on the back of the head, which wasn't needed, but is a good addition to this minifigure. Taking off all the armor, there's just so much detail on here. They really went above and beyond on the torso and the legs and made this minifigure really, really cool. We then have the Dragon Hunter Hound, which is another great addition to the Ninjago universe. It has a decent bit of posability. Starting at the head, you have some translucent orange details here with a main color of gold, red, and then the black of the wolf's fur. You can move the ears up here and then move these as well because of the rounded pieces that they're connected with. And then the jaw can also open up. And a detail I like is that these are a tooth piece, but in black. This is also printed, which is really nice, meaning you don't have to put too many stickers, which there are only 2 in this set. The neck follows with some nice armor, which we've seen before, but the layering is really good, and it works for this creature. And then we have these rock pieces, which have been used as fur, and it feels perfect as it gives it that jagged look, and this is continued throughout the rest of the creature. Both of the front legs are slightly larger than the back. It has a ball joint at 2 points, one at the foot and one at the shoulder, and it can move well. It's using the new pieces found in all the mechs as the main structure, but is hidden through the armor and the extra fur, and it looks really nice. All the digits on the wolf are exactly identical, using these claw pieces, and the foot is also the same. And these are a nice build. It is a bit repetitive when you're building them, but they do look good once you have them all completed. Further down in the midsection, we have more fur details. We have one of the rocky pieces in dark red this time, and then more gold to cover it. We have a seat here, which you can take the Imperium minifigure and have him sitting and riding the wolf. It also uses some nice spike pieces on either side to cover up some of the Technic construction here, and then it has the flag jutting out, which is one of the only stickers of the set. And this looks really nice as the Imperium flag, and this appears in multiple other sets, but it's good to get it in this small one. And then something I don't really like is this rounded section right here. It does use this piece with spikes going out of it, but I think it should have been more wider and then getting more slim as it goes back with a little more of these jagged pieces like here and maybe even more spikes to make it fit well with the rest of the body, as it does feel kind of out of place in the wolf. But other than that, it still looks fine, so it's not a big complaint. And then we have our second sticker here, which has some armor and some fur, which looks really good. And then we have the tail back here, which is using 4 of those rock structure pieces, and then some red stripe highlighting to add some more to it. My other problem with this set is the connection of the back legs. There's enough stability that you do not have to have this as a ratcheted joint instead of a mixel ball joint, so I would have changed that if I was making this set. But you can move it up and down, which doesn't give you too much posability, but you still have the full rotation at the feet. This also has more details and some nice sloping pieces, which give it a really nice design, which is pretty sleek for the wolf creature. Overall, the Imperium Dragon Hunter Hound is a nice addition to Ninjago. I haven't got one of these sets in a while, as I mentioned earlier, so getting one of these was nice, and this one was a solid one to add to my collection. It wasn't expensive, it was fair to the price and pieces that it contained, and it has a nice selection of minifigures. The build is solid overall. There are a couple things I would change, but nothing jarring to make it not worth buying. So I would recommend picking up this set if you have the money and if you enjoy Ninjago and the new show, which I have not been able to watch, unfortunately. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy, and see you guys next time.